Hi all, and welcome to a quick look video from us here at The Offline Gamer. Long time listeners of our podcast will know that the Fluxx games by Looney Labs hold a very special place in my heart. They were basically my introduction to the whole world of tabletop gaming. And some of you will also know that I'm a huge Star Trek fan. In fact, I used to host a Star Trek podcast with a good friend of mine called Trekkie. And so I was very excited a few weeks ago to see that Looney Labs have announced that they're doing a Star Trek and Star Trek Next Generation edition of Fluxx. And I happen to have them right here. I'm ready to open them up and take a look. Obviously, each of these represents the appropriate series. So that's the original series, Next Generation. Whether they've got plans to do DS9, Voyager, etc., I don't know. But as well as these two, there is also the Bridge expansion, which I've got here, which lets you link both of the games together and play them all as one big deck. So we're going to have a look at all three of these. So everyone should know how to play Fluxx. If they don't, then I've talked about it plenty of times, so you can go back and listen to some of our other content to figure that out. But they're games which are for 2 to 6 players, and what's the ages on these? 8 and up, okay? And there is a time of 10 to 40 minutes, but that literally, I mean, a game of Fluxx could last 5 minutes, it could last 2 hours, depending on how the rules go. So without further ado, let's crack these open and take a look inside the box. Okay, so wrappers are off. Let's take a look inside the boxes. So these have already been done, because this is actually my second attempt at doing this, because for some reason my video app stopped recording when I started doing it. So let's go through this. These are the rules as usual. It looks like they've redesigned the rules slightly, especially since the last version that I saw anyway. These look slightly different and a bit better laid out actually. So difference with this version that I've not seen in any other versions of Fluxx is the ungoal, where if the conditions on the ungoal are met, then everyone loses, which is quite interesting. On the keepers, there's these icons, crew members and equipment. So let's take a look. Most of the goals and things are what you would expect to see, like based on what's in the game. So for example, you've got the Enterprise and the mirror universe symbol. That's the mirror version of the Enterprise. Secret feelings between Chapel and Spock. Mirror doorway, and there's a few I think named after the episodes as well. There's all the bits of gear. The red shirts, if you got all the red shirts together. He's dead, Jim. Oh, if Ensign Smith is in the discard pile. Most of the rules are the same as usual, but they've got different names. Like for example, the random play is called the wormhole in this version. And again, most of the action cards as well are very similar to standard ones, but they just have thematic names. But obviously the keepers is what everyone wants to see, I would imagine. So let's have a look at those. So Captain Kirk, and he has the ability, you can steal a crew member during your turn. The Enterprise, Spock, Dr. McCoy, Scotty, you can get rid of the malfunction if you've got that. Oh, they've actually put Uhura's real first name on here, which obviously wasn't known at the time of the original series. So Pavel, Hikaru Sulu, Ensign Smith. So this is the red shirt guy, and if you've got him in front of you and someone tries to steal one of your keepers, they steal him instead, which I think is quite nice. And then the phaser, the communicator, tricorder, transporter, computer, shuttle, and the Guardian of Forever. The Guardian has some good synergies with the Bridge expansion actually, which I'll show you in a little bit. Here's the ungoal. If everyone has had the Doomsday Machine and no one has the Enterprise, then all players lose. So if the Doomsday Machine has worked its way around all the players and the Enterprise hasn't come out, then that's the end of the game. And the goals, so City on the Edge of Forever, for example, if you've got McCoy and the Guardian. Plato's Stepchildren, the famous kiss. So yeah, all very thematic. Klingon detectors to tribbles. Oh, I love it. If Uhura and you've got another ship, then that's Alien Frequencies opened. So you get the idea. They're all pretty cool riffs of Star Trek tropes, if you like. So let's pop these to one side. Oh, you've got the surprise cards as well, before I forget about those. and the Creepers. So the Mirror Universe, the Klingons, the Romulans, the Doomsday Machine, a Malfunction, and the Tribbles. I don't think the Tribble should be a creeper. Oh well. So that's TOS. Let's now look at TNG. So again, most of the rules are the same. Oh, apart from the cards have all got the TNG font on the top. I don't know if you noticed the original ones have got the TOS font. You've got some actions again. Let's go through the goals. Locutus, Picard and the Borg or the Borg Cube. All 359. Best friends, yes they are, Data and Geordi. At the helm. Now this bugged me. This is the season 1 Wesley, but all the other characters aren't season 1. They're 3 onwards because they've got the new uniforms on. So that's just me being a picky Star Trek fan there. So you've got ones named after episodes again. Q Who. This is good, the Poker Night. If you've got any 4 of the Poker crew members, you win. The Neutral Zone. Captain of the Enterprise. There are 4 lights. No, Mr. Worf. No. Always getting shot down is Worf. See, there's the season 1 Tasha. The Crushers. Measure of a Man, again named after the episode, and both of those characters have a key role in it. 10 Forward. Dixon Hill. Elementary Dear Data. Geordi Saves the Day, so there's a one for Scotty as well in the original series. Second Chances, so Riker gets stuck in the transporter malfunction. Eye of the Beholder, so yeah, again named after episodes. Hyde and Q. There's the Trial of Humanity, which starts in the first episode and ends in the last. There's the Inner Circle on the Bridge. Right, what's the on goal in this version? Resistance is futile. If the Borg and Borg Cube are both in play and each player has been visited by one or the other, and no one has the Enterprise. So it's very similar to the one in the TOS back. I can't even remember the name of the game now, but with the Planet Eater. So here's the keepers. The Captain, the Enterprise, Data. Data can play an extra card if you've got him in front of you. Geordi, you can get rid of the Malfunction if you've got that. Tasha, at any time a player discards or takes away one of your keepers, they must take this card. Okay, so Tasha's the equivalent of the red shirt then. That's nice. Well, she did die, so I suppose that's fair enough. Transports our computer back. Right, the Creepers, the Borg, obviously. And the Romulans and the Klingons again, I'd imagine. Q. Malfunction. The Borg Cube. Oh, and the Cardassians, not the Klingons in this version. Yes, that's right. So there you go. So that's the individual games. So let's see how you link them together with the bridge expansion. Here it is. Okay, so we've got a load of new goals, a new meta rule, and a new keeper. So the new keeper is the bridge. During your turn, you may steal the Enterprise. The meta rule, 5-card mission. If you discard 4 goals at once, you can then draw 5 new cards and immediately play all of them. You choose the order. Don't redraw for creepers. This is a free action. Very nice. So the goals are basically combinations of both decks. So if you've got both Enterprises, both phasers, there's 2 of those, both Romulans. Is there a Klingon one? No, because there aren't 2 sets of Klingons. I've just encountered that. Bridge of the Enterprise, Captain on the Bridge, if you've got the bridge and either captain. If you've got both doctors, both engineers, both science officers, both captains, and then there's these cards which are quite nice. If you've got the Guardian of Forever and then a crew member from each Enterprise, then you win. So there we go. That's a look at both Star Trek and Star Trek Next Generation Flux and the bridge expansion. If you want to know more about those games, then you can go to the Looney Labs website, which I would have thought would have been on the back of the box, but it's not. Is it on the side or the bottom? Yes. loonylabs.com. I mean, that's fairly obvious. I guess anyone could have figured that out, but there we go. If you want to know more, go there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving these a go, as you can imagine, with my big love of Flux and love of Star Trek. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching this video. We'll see you next time, and live long and prosper.